SonyLIV. We live to entertain. Download the app.
But what about no? He's played a good hand, 24 not out of 45 balls, 4 fours. But what about Craig Irwin? 151 not out and a tremendously masterly knock.
And it has been. It's very hot. He wouldn't be used to these conditions. Just there it is, a short ball. And
not out of 45 balls, 4 fours.
In the middle of his
but
back.
What about...
And they've got a short ball and it paid the dividends and it whack right off the toe. But he doesn't look fatigued at all, Irvine. I've been most impressed with his fitness. Have a look at him. He looks fresh as a daisy if he's just batted for 10 minutes. Look, it's his greatest knock in Test cricket. He should be really proud of himself. As with the team.
151 not out.
131 runs in that session. And Graham Creamer,
and it has been. It's very hot.
He wouldn't have coached in these conditions. Absolutely stoked with his performance.
Not out of 45 balls.
And batting first to Mackay and Teddy saying, you're on, boy, what an innings. What an innings it's been. Becoming the 10th player to score over 150 runs in the Test
most impressed with his fitness. Have a look at him. Looks fresh as a daisy. If he's just batted for 10 minutes. Zimbabwe. That's his greatest knock in Test cricket.
Batting first. Did have a few problems earlier on. Look at Irwin's 151. Starts from Williams, Sikand the ball. And innings by
344 for 8. So partnerships for Zimbabwe very useful. The 32-run stand between Irwin and Williams, and from there on it's been very consistent. Irwin, Sikandar 84, and with more 41, and Waller 6. Also getting some useful runs, but Tiripanu and Irwin really making it into on a high. And take a look at Craig Irwin. What a fine innings. Wasn't afraid to go down the pitch. Took on the spinners. Was particularly silly on anything short. Was very good square of the wicket. And also was excellent with his reverse swings. And of course the drives. It's good for both against pace and spin. His best test score. And that's a look at the scoring areas, particularly through that offside, square and through extra cover. But he's generally been busy. What a fine knock. 150 not out for Craig Irwin. Well, that's his second 100. He's got 3 half centuries and 200s to back it up. 146 against New Zealand in 2016. Now his best score. 10th Zimbabwean to get a score of more than 150 in a test match. Sri Lankan bowling, Rangan Herath was the pick, but it was a tough pitch for the Sri Lankan bowlers. They did toil hard. Suranga Lakmal and Lionel Kumara, the 2 seamers. Rangan Herath once again amongst the wickets. Still Ron Pereira a bit disappointing. Gunaratna, man with the golden arm, getting Sri Lanka 2 cheap wickets. So 344 for at the end of day 1 and day 2 of this Hero Cup, the only test match between Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe, will start at 10 and will be live at 9:50. And we look forward to your company then. Until then, it's goodbye from the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo.
जोर जलुची आ केन कहू जल केडे जोर जलुची दे दिलो न हो दे दे था तो आ सेवरा तो नहीं छथि आ एटा केन दरकार आ बाकी जति थिला आउ आन नथिले क्या
2017, the only test match between day 1
so
grass and it looks very firm, so the team that will like to bat will try and make every bit count.
पूर्ण हलाने केते वर्ष नुआ एडु आइला दिन
Had a
से
bit of
बुड़
a
जाउची
toss, and he is definitely looking at the coin and hoping for things to go his way in his first test match. But Zimbabwe won. Oh no, sorry.
मोर अधिक ओजन से सोफा पर टुआ ठिया
It's the Hero Cup 2017, the only test match between Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe. Welcome to day one highlights.
डे के
live
पछरे
from
देखे कोटे
Colombo.
सुइच रे सेडा बंद कर देखो डे के पछरे
The Hero Cup 2017, the only test match. It's day one, the highlights from Colombo between Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe. The surface, the all-important surface, the 22 yards.
रखिया
It
मो
looks a very firm surface, and the teams that will be looking at this will be looking to try and back first. There is a little bit of grass there, but I do not think it will play any part. At the toss, the two captains. Zimbabwe
से बेगड़ा पड़ाला
had won the toss and they elected to back first.
माटिया बेगड़ा
These are the two teams. Register cover comes in for Zimbabwe. Tarisai Musakanda making his test debut. And the two seamers, Christopher Mpofu and Donald Tiripano. For Sri Lanka, specialist Kunaratne and Upul Taranga, the top of the order for them. Dinesh Chandimal, the new captain for Sri Lanka in tests. And let's join the first session of day number one.
की कथा कहूची सी दउनी ता बेग पत्र किछि दउनी से नाही तो सांग साथरे एमिति बेगुडा दल दोगुन जाबा